Hello and welcome to next tutorial of Proforma module. This is one of the important business stage in sales process. In this module, we create an acknowledgement where some previous advance are received or it's an confirmation prior to the sales invoice. So you can find this Proforma module under sales section, or you can just search from this text box here. So this is your first page when you log into or go to Proforma module. In this, you will be able to see all the list of your Proforma which are been created by you or been assigned by you, or it has been created by your downline teammates as per your hierarchy. So here you can add the search keyword and search for any Proforma. From here we can create a new Proforma. We can refresh the list. We can go to column picker and choose what columns we want over here, and even we can drag and drop the columns from here itself, here also. So even you can go ahead and apply the filters like customer name, date, status, stage assigned to. Okay, so this kind of quick filters which are frequently used, and post applying the quick filters and opting for the columns, you can just export this data to Excel and PDF. So this view, whatever you are customizing or aligning the column sequences, they will be saved for your user login, and it will not affect other users also. So going ahead, you'll have a detailed view. You can even bulk delete the proforma records. Then you can access the template. Template is a thing where you set the email templates, SMS templates, which you can be auto trigger or can be manually triggered whenever you are doing a proforma transaction. So here you can have even SMS templates, attachments which can be default sent whenever then proforma is created. CCBCs can be added, so whenever a proforma is created, a CC or BCC would be sent to this email IDs. This can be a multiple email address IDs with comma separated, and you can even do the email configuration by selecting the provider over here, and you can just select the provider and add your email ID and password, and all the invoice proforma invoices will be sent by this email ID. So we have a different video altogether for how to configure the emails into Nafhaa. So please explore that to configure the email settings into your Proforma templates. So here you can set the templates. You can add multiple templates as per your business requirement, and you can opt them while sending the email and SMS. So let's go ahead and add a new Proforma over here. Here the by default date will be selected. You can just select a customer from a drop downs. You can add subject, reference, the roundup, place of supply, shipping address. There is an option called as block stock. So whenever you create an proforma, you can allocate or block a stock so that no further invoice is made by any other customer. So because your proforma is generated means the order is booked, so you can just go ahead and block this stock, so it will be reflected as per in your stock books. Even you can print your proforma with images if you have image for your products, and there is an option to print the description of products as well. So going ahead, I'm just adding a product. Okay, then here taxation fetch automatically, price and prices automatically fetch, discount can be added, and if warranty is enabled in your setting, which is now enabled, you can add the warranty start date and end date. You can turn this off warranty setting also. If there is any description for product, it will be auto fetch from the product master. For this product there is no description added. You can add it and even style it, format it. So let's see this. Now you have GST mode to be selected, packaging and freight charges. If you don't want them, you can just opt it from setting. If you are not in a GST mode and VAT mode, this option will be not available here. Then you can add the expected delivery date for this customer. Terms and conditions can be set in template, and this can be defined and formatted in template also. So whenever you make a proforma, this terms and condition will be auto fetched. Then owner will be a your logged in user who has created this record. It can be assigned to other users also, and it can be even multi-assigned. So multi-assigned is another section. You can explore that part too in another videos. But even the same proforma can be assigned to multiple users. So then comes the additional section where you have the references from which stage this proforma is. If it is generated, like if there was a quotation already, then you can just move that quotation to proforma, and that quotation reference number will be auto added here. Then the contact person can be choose the status, the e-waybill status, then whether this invoice is to be made later with cash credit, you can select it from here itself. So whenever you are making an invoice, it will be auto selected. Then what was the source for getting this sales or sale confirmation? You can add follow-ups. Even you can add the notes for this proforma apart from all this information, and this note will capture the name, details, date, time, who added the note. So we'll just add a sample note to see how it looks like. Sample note 1. Okay, so it was been added by admin at this date and at this time. So now, there are two buttons, save and apply changes. When you click on save, this record will be saved and this form will be closed and we will be back to the list. If we click on apply changes, the record will be saved, but we will remain on the same form so to perform the another activities. So even you can delete this record. If you have permission, you can clone this proforma. If you want to create a similar kind of proforma, just clone it and do the necessary changes and the another record will be saved. You can print this proforma from here. So this proforma settings, the header footer, they can be uploaded from company settings. This is a default template. You can change even template. There are many of template styles of proforma invoices given. You can choose them from settings. There is a different video for how to change the templates. Please explore that. So this is a default view where all your statutory details will be added. Even you can go ahead and configure the QR code payment. So automatically a QR code will be generated for this invoice for this customer, and once he scan it from his phone, any UPI enabled payment can be used to make the payment for this particular invoice. So back to the form. Here you can even move this proforma to directly sales order or sales. You can send an email, WhatsApp. These two things can be even automated. There are settings to send an automated WhatsApp, automated email whenever a proforma is generated. Then in history, you can check the account history, audit trails in extras. You have stock availability option, create cash book receipt for this proforma, current outstanding, product availability can be checked from here. And if you want to see if any previously sales invoices generated from this proforma, so you can even generate multiple sales invoices from single proforma. So you can track the sales records here from which have been generated from this proforma. So back to grid or back to list here. From here also you can print this proforma. You can do changes from this grid like you do in Excel, and here you'll get the list of all the proformas. So here you will find an setting option for proforma. Just click on this. You can configure your proforma module as per your business flow. Like you want auto email after proforma invoice is generated, auto SMS you want. If you want to have the check and forward options to be there in proforma, you don't want description in proforma. So what should be title of proforma? So enable block stock alert if there is any block stock done. So how much for after how much days the block stock should be released if the invoice is not made. So this all options can be configured. Please go ahead and explore them. If you just hover on it, it will show you what this option is meant for. It will give you the details for how this option will work. So if you enable this QR code payment over here, the QR code will be generated on your proforma on the scan of which the payment can be done from the mobile devices or the mobile apps by your customer. So just go to settings and configure your account number and just enable this option. So QR code will be generated for payments to be scanned from the QR code. So update. So here you will find edit filter option, and there are some interesting options like creating a views and creating a grouping for your data. So I would request to go ahead and explore the edit filter video and the special videos for advanced features like views and drag drop grouping options. So please go ahead and explore them. They are very advanced and powerful features.